Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon to those of us on the East Coast. I'm coming to you live today for our second annual Digital Client Conference. TF Live last year saw over 80 people registered. We had 5 PowerPEC sessions that culminated with the amazing Diana Martinez that closed us out. This year, our registration is right about the same spot, and we knew we had to deliver once again, and we certainly are. So at the end, I'm going to walk you through what the sessions are, so to make sure you're up to snuff and make sure you're registered for every one of them, because that will enter you into a chance to win the amazing GoPro 5 camera. If you have any audio or video difficulties at all, you can just use the chat on your window there. Taylor in our marketing department is on hand, and she'll be able to answer your questions and maybe help you out with any audio difficulties. Sometimes those of us that use the voice over IP sound, which is what I'm doing right now, you can do that with headset or without. If that's giving you trouble, you may be able to just do a better, but you can click off of that and click in and dial in with a phone. Sometimes that works a little bit better. You should just be seeing the welcome and what's new screen, as well as I am sharing my webcam with you, so that it's a little more personal today. But why a digital conference? I know we have a lot of new clients in today, people that didn't attend last year. And it's interesting because if you know me, you know I love nothing more than FaceTime and being face-to-face with people. And in our digital age, I find that the sound of a voice, the touch of a handshake, even a hug is incredibly valuable. And it's one of the most rewarding aspects I have of working with all of you. But the beauty of technology is that it allows us to get the primary goal of TF Live, which is delivering good content to all of our clients that's going to help you do your job better and to be in the know on the products that you use, all while saving hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in travel, food, and lodging costs. And not only that, but a digital conference allows more people from your organization to participate. And because every session is recorded and delivered to you, if you miss a session because of your schedule, you'll be able to view and to see it later and share it with other people in your organization. That was one of the main comments we got when we did the FaceTime conference live, was that people wish they could bring more people from their organization to the conference. And so this is part of our answer for that, is helping everybody on your team, marketing, finance, box office management, everyone really get something out of this. Now, while we think about nothing but ticketing all day long, we know you deal with a lot more. You've got to deal with promotions, customers, issues in your building, events loading in and out. So bringing our conference to you just makes good business sense for you, so that you can watch on your time and when it works for you. Now, our theme this year is what's new. And so I want to start off by just a shout out to some of our newest clients that we have. I hope I got the names right. Some of you I've met, some of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet. But we want to just do a shout out. And hey, the state of Florida, my gosh, at least 4 of our new clients are from the state of Florida. So we're loving on Florida right now, and already have a lot of existing great Floridian clients as well. But Cassia County Fair, shout out to Alicia and Ryan there. We've got Terry and Lisa at Flagler Auditorium. Hey guys, how are you doing? Doug at Jacksonville Motor Complex. Kevin and Dale over at Kentucky State Fair, had a lot of fun, really great time working with you guys. A big team at Saskatchewan Gaming, but Teresa, hey, Ashley, Scott, and Will, I know there's more. Mark at Palm Beach State College, and then Rhonda, Laura, and Debbie over there as well. Susan and Ryan up at Yavapai College right here in Arizona. And then we've got Kevin at Florida Sports Management Group, which we just signed on this week, and they're in the midst of their setup. So welcome to those, any that we missed. We love having new people on the TicketForce team and the TicketForce family of clients, and we love that you're here. Thank you so much. So let's go. I've been asked to kick off the week this week with my traditional state of affairs address. And I wanted to start with the ticketing industry update. A segment I could call W2EF, but I think I'm going to go with what's going on. And if I may be honest, I'm going to be. 2017 has been, while a really strong year in most ticketing markets with sales up, it's been kind of a weird year. There's been a lot of changes in technology, and the ticketing industry in general is shifting, and there's been some unexpected technical developments. For example, Just back in August, ticketing giant Ticketmaster decided to go all digital with their ticket delivery, choosing to deliver tickets only through their app for the cell phone. What happened? They left hundreds of thousands of NFL fans, Pac-12 fans, and Phoenix Open fans stranded outside the gate when guess what happened? The app crashed. And all those events were on the same day. Those are some big time events. Now that's kind of weird. I was disappointed really in the lack of wisdom in that choice, but also in the potential setback that it would have and the lack of trust that fans might see and patrons alike for mobile delivery, which is still where we're going in ticketing. But what did that do? There was another short weeks after mobile delivery failure on a big scale in Europe at a large major sporting event shortly after Ticketmaster, and it left me kind of scratching my head. It's not that difficult. Why are we getting it wrong? And then came the announcement shortly after, which is another head scratcher from the NFL, who, remember, was one of their pre-games that were affected by this app crash, that they are moving as a league to 100% digital delivery. A strong indicator that the industry is going to continue to press on and just deal with those hurdles as they come our way rather than toss them out. I look at it that all the ticketing companies are really in this technical advancement. We're in it together. There's nothing that one company is going to do that nobody else is going to follow suit on, unless, of course, somebody explores something and the market says that's just not going to work. And that's a little bit of what we're watching. I mean, really, at the heart, ticketing is fairly simple. We all create inventory when shows and events are put on sale. We sell it at a price, usually well in advance of the date, and we must deliver something that offers access to that event that day. Now, what's ever changing is how we do that. We've got thermal tickets, print-at-home tickets, paperless, mobile, apps, barcodes, RFID, wristbands, season ticket cards. These are all just protectors of the access that you purchase to get to the event. That's the core of ticketing. Now, there's a lot of speculation around how are we going to do that now, in a year, and beyond. But remember, when you hear all this conversation, that the principle remains the same. It's just the mode and the method of what actually gets you in the door. Nothing more magical than that. So, as ticketing providers, we're going to continue to try to find new methods for this. Why? We need to make it more secure. We need to make it easily transferable, but not so easy that we enable scalpers and make their life easy. We want to make their life as hard as we can. We need to provide methods to retrieve lost tickets. So with every new method that we release, what happens when the wristband is lost? What happens if the app crashes? What happens if my phone shuts down right before I need to walk in the door? And we need to ensure ways that the right person has the right ticket. Now, a note about security. 2017 has been yet another rough year for violence at our live events, and the industry is scrambling to do everything it can to ensure that people are safe at our events. I am more convinced than ever that ticketing will continue to play a real role in security, from manifests that are accurate to clear scanning data and alerts when someone enters a facility. Just last week, members of our team attended an active shooter training at a nearby venue so that they're prepared for the very worst anytime when working at live events. You're going to see this year and beyond at every conference you attend, a high focus on safety and security, because our world is changing. It's a serious matter, and we're all going to continue to have the conversation. So, when you hear some providers say, and they do, anyone can sell a ticket, remember how critical this is to your business. Now, some other news in the industry that may have passed by you left our heads spinning this year with a record number of mergers and acquisitions among ticketing companies. Perhaps it's time, because the size of the ticketing market, even just in North America alone, brings a lot of new companies to the market wanting to get in on that. And frankly, it's a little bit crowded. Now, among these with the biggest news, maybe you know some of these names. Paculin was sold out of the Spectra family. and they were acquired by Learfield, who is a leading collegiate sports group. And then shortly after that, purchased one of their partners, TicketForce, just a few weeks later. TicketFly was picked up by Eventbrite when their parent company, Pandora, needed to offload them in a hurry in order to get some additional funding. Now, these two companies live right down the block from each other in San Francisco, and so far we've seen some pretty hefty layoffs of the TicketFly crew. Vendini cut 25% of its staff this year after taking $20 million in capital. So those of you that get the phone calls from Vendini, maybe you'll get a few less this year. eTix was recapitalized by a capital firm, and then they went on to purchase Extreme Tix and Ticket Biscuit. And then several companies, including Patron Manager, ShowClicks, and TicketSage, have been acquired by Parthenon Capital, who's hoping to somehow blend 5 smaller companies into one. I wish them very good luck in that. Ovation Tick acquired New York City's Theater Manager, and then the whole thing was picked up by AudienceView. And even the secondary market ticketers got in the mix, with SeatGeek acquiring TopTix and making a play for the sports market. Wow, I may even have missed a few. So I've been asked, what about TicketForce? What is the long-term plan? Where are you going to be next to be acquired or rolled up? And what does all this mean for the industry? Now look, I can tell you this. I've taken calls from many of the capital companies who are looking to get into this market, but they all make one mistake. They seem to think, again, that ticketing is easy. Just put up a platform and start selling tickets. But we know it's not like that. Ticketing involves long-term commitments between clients and the ticketing company. It requires a solid staff on both sides to support the technology. It requires the ability to change and be nimble, and yet to continue to get the basics right. Now, we have our eyes open. We are always looking for opportunities that fit, that make sense for our company and our clients. But we will not give up control of where we are going, who we are, or how we run our company. I'm very interested in bringing companies into the TicketForce family who bring strength, good culture, share the same values and commitment to our clients that we have built over nearly 15 years. But anything else simply isn't going to work. So while we recognize that we must continue to change and to grow, to stay relevant and be a leader in the market, we're going to do it with intention and purpose. Now that's a great lead-in from the market overview to the year's review here at TicketForce. We knew 2017 was going to be a year hunkering down and working hard and preparing for a lot that is new. There's a lot of groundwork to be laid for everything we do that's new. And while exciting, my patience was tried for sure. But I'm happy to stand here near the end of the year and say I'm very proud of our team, and I'm very proud of what we've done and where TicketForce is headed in 2018. First, we've done some sprucing up on our brand, and we've launched our new website just back in August in time for Venue Connect. Please take a look at it, TicketForce.com. You can browse through, but check out specifically the blog and maybe the About Us page. You can see photos of team members engaged in activities outside of work, and it can kind of give you an idea. If you haven't met somebody, what does Patty look like? What does she like to do for fun? And it'll really give you a personal side of our team, and we love it. So take a look at that, please. Our new marketing team for 2017 has revamped our social media. So make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's a great place. We'll love to follow you back, and you can always see what we're up to. Get the webinar announcements right there on your Facebook page. See where the team is traveling to. We love to post photos when we're out on the road at conferences and doing live event support. And we put it all there for you on social media. We also love to follow our customers and clients, and we love to know what shows you're doing and what's exciting in your world as well. One of our clients in particular, the Tampa Theater in Tampa, Florida, is doing a renovation. It's a historic theater, and their executive director, John Bell, is doing a great job of just journaling that through Facebook, putting up pictures of the progress, and it's been really fun for me to see and watch and feel like I'm right there as they renovate their space. So please do that, and please make sure that we're following you so we can keep up with what exciting things are going on at your venue. Now the logo got a few tweaks as well, and the brand freshened up a bit. Most noticeably maybe our fun new titles that we've got, and using photos on our signatures. I love that one of Chris's clients noticed that he works so hard, he has no hair, but still a really great smile. We hope you enjoy that personal touch so that you think about who you're talking to, and that it adds just a little bit of a more personal touch in this really digital world where we just don't get a chance to see you as much as we would like to. Now, if you attend either Venue Connect, which is IBM's major conference in August, or Intix in January, you'll see our brand new booth. It's a great space set up to interact with both clients and prospective clients. Now, Maureen on Friday will certainly give a push for Intix attendance, but we'd love to see you in Baltimore and have you stop by the booth. I'm pretty sure she's going to give TicketForce clients a special offer to help get you registered for Intix in January. We've also added new staff in sales, marketing, event builders, web designers, IT, and very soon an implementation hero, as we're calling it. We still work very, very hard to bring the very best talent to you. This year we focused also on staff equipping, and we started something new called TF on Tap. Now, this is a 75-minute meeting at the end of the day, once a month, that the entire staff attends. We have some chips and some beer, and then we dig into learning. We have product demos. We get work smarter tips, or we hear from a department on what they do and how they do it, and ask them questions about how they do their job. We especially loved hearing from the call center team, who did an amazing presentation on their approach to customer service, and even gave us a little role play on how they handled, or how we would handle, a specific type of call. We all know that sometimes our callers can be difficult. People are upset about not getting a ticket or something along those lines, and these ladies are on the front lines and do an amazing job. We loved hearing how they manage that so well. Now, this is all part of maintaining a strong market presence, and in these changing times with so much going on, you can know that we are investing in our future. We're investing in all these things to send a strong message to you, the ticketing industry as a whole, that we are here to stay. Now, in looking through last year's notes, I read with some sadness that we were projected to be in the new building space by spring of 2017. Remember the year of patience? This is still my old office. We're not there yet. Construction and city delays were a real struggle this summer and put the project on hold for a bit. If you've ever been part of a new build or a renovation within your building, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But we're through it all now, and we have a move-in date of December the 8th. I was absolutely convinced we'd do a live tour with you with a completed new office in space, but instead I did a little walkthrough last week for you, and we have a video of that. Was hoping to be able to show that, but it just isn't coming through for you, so we are going to have that posted on YouTube, and the marketing team will send that out to you. It's just about 5 minutes long is all. I believe I'm having some bit of a connection issue, so the webcam's going in and out, but my voice should still be able to be heard. We hope everything is good. So we are now planning to move in December 8th into the new space, and I really want you to take time to look at that video so you can get an idea of how we're going to use that space to serve you even better. We'll have a grand opening in February. We need to get through the holidays and the big shows in January, and you will all receive an invitation to that and come and see the space. And please, anytime you're passing through the Phoenix area, we want you to stop in, because we now have a great space to host you. We're excited to be able to bring clients in to train. We've got a room just for that, as well to travel to you with the new town hall space. So I hope you can see that we're excited for what's new and what the next few years mean for TicketForce and our whole family of clients. We're laying a strong foundation so that we're ready for more new clients, more new markets, new growth, new staff. It's critical to both our success and yours. So I'm proud to say that during this year of building and prep for growing and learning, we've had record income this year with a projected increase in gross revenues from last year of 15% by the end of this year. That's tough to do at a 14-year-old company. Our highest revenue month ever in the history of the company was this past September, and it was larger than all previous months by 30%. Now that's due not only to new clients, but incredibly strong attendance in numbers. You're probably seeing it as well, especially in the summer events this year at the fairs, the rodeos, the races, the festivals. People are getting out and enjoying themselves, and that is good for all of us and good for all of our business. I'm hearing that on a countrywide basis. Broadway is still very hot. Lots of people are touring because of digital music means everybody's got a tour to make money, and it's a good time to be in the live event industry. We also have new contracts this year bringing us over $1.25 million in new revenues. In fact, we reached our total new business number that we brought in 2016 by February of 2017, setting the stage for the record year we've had this year. And you've continued to put your trust in us. Our clients continue to renew their contracts with us at nearly 100% rate year after year. Thank you. Thank you so much. We know you get many calls and many emails offering you alternatives, and we appreciate your business every single day. This year, we're happy to announce to date 36 contract renewals valued at more than $1.6 million. And with new business this year, we're seeing the total contract value increase in 2017 to more than $3 million. That's a lot of numbers. It's not just good news for us, but it's good news for you, as you can be confident that TicketForce remains strong and viable for years to come. Multi-year contracts allow us to plan and forecast our business, our staffing, and invest back into the business year after year. So thank you. I am committed to ensuring we do all we can to earn your trust year after year. Now, perhaps the biggest event this year was getting the very first tickets on sale on our new enterprise platform. We tested and trained and learned and went live at the Bentonville Film Festival in February. Now, this event and others like it allowed us to manage everything from the back end. So while some of the components were still even having final configurations done, Bentonville was a great first partner, as we took the system then on site in May, taught their team how to sell tickets as walk-ups. We handled all the holds and managed those right there on site, dealt with the preprints, and then we used the scanning in a live environment in a setting that made it really easy for us to manage. So thank you, Bentonville Film Festival. We're now loading up everything for their 2018 event and can't wait to put into practice what we learned and do an even better job this year. We determined to use the system primarily in the beginning of the year for events like Bentonville, where we could do the work, allowing our team to put what they'd learned into practice and make adjustments on the fly. So we've had rodeos, casinos, and racing events that we manage that were all part of the early team out of the gate last spring and summer. This summer, the system was used for the Kentucky State Fair admission tickets, where we pre-printed 400,000 tickets, created barcodes for 600,000 vouchers, sold over 300,000 admission tickets, and scanned them all with an on-site server with over 50 scanners. That kind of volume was managed easily on the robust platform designed to handle the very largest of events. Our call center is now up and running on the new box office system, selling tickets every day. And we have several new clients who took the plunge with us on the full venue setup, and more are midway through the process. So to everyone who's been an early adopter this year, thank you so much for your patience, and know that we appreciate your input and your feedback as we master this new product. Now, in the meantime, we've met with those of you who have specifically requested to make the migration over to the new product. Your reasons may be varied. Some of you love the CRM component. Others need some of the features for the big shows like delayed ticket delivery that just aren't there in the existing system. Others love the buyer interface, where coupon codes and entitlements are just a little slicker. So now as we move into the next phase, where we have the full resources to get those of you who are ready to make the move on a plan to go, we're aiming at 10 to 12 during the next year. If the demand grows beyond that, we'll continue to build the resources we need to get it done. So if you'd like to be one of the early conversions, we'll have a consult with you to determine your gains, the resources you're going to need, the timing that makes sense for you based on your season, how busy you are, your staffing. These are all factors that will help you to consider to make sure that your implementation is a successful one. Now, the basics that I've reviewed before, but there are so many that are new, and we need to say again, just so you have an idea, because we will be taking a look at both products again in detail on Wednesday this week with Amy. But the basics I want you to know today. Number one, we're going to continue to provide and support your current product. It's moving ahead with new features all the time. You'll see even more of what's coming up this week, and we just did a webinar a couple weeks ago that you can get a glimpse as well. Our partnership with Vision One, now Accesso, continues to be strong, healthy, and it renews in perpetuity. So this is not a situation like you've seen with some ticketing companies where they adopt a new platform and they sunset the old one. There's just no reason to do that, and we don't see that in our future. Secondly, this new product allows us to expand our market share where a single venue system might be restrictive. So it's an enterprise in that it can serve the largest of venues, it's fully scalable, it offers multiple merchant accounts, and full separation of databases. So while we must only manage one system rather than over 100, it provides the client with much more flexibility in how and where you sell tickets. Number three, the product is web-based and it's hosted at Amazon Web Services. We're going to put it at multiple facilities to provide redundancy against outages like you've seen in the past with other hosting companies on the East Coast where the whole thing was just out. We'll have East and West Coast, for instance. It can be scaled up and down to accommodate large on sales and volume in short periods of time without us having to go out and invest in additional infrastructure. Ticketmaster, in fact, just recently announced that they're moving much of their servers over to Amazon Web Services as well. Number four, we have full control of this North American license, meaning that as needs come up that are unique to this market that may not come up in the other world markets where this product exists, we can build out APIs and other add-ons as needed on an as-needed basis. And number five, our partnership with Softix, which is based in Sydney, Australia, was built over at least 5 years. And they're heavily engaged in our success here. I talk one-on-one with the general manager, Greg Fahey, on a regular basis. And as a matter of fact, he's really got his pulse on what's going on across the world because he services clients in Australia, South America, Asia, Dubai, all over the place. And he's our webinar tomorrow. I'll be talking one-on-one with Greg and just picking his brain and bring some questions so that you can find out what's going on in these other markets. What are some of the new things that may be coming into North America that we need to know about in ticketing? Frankly, the North American ticket market is the largest in the world, and our presence here carries great meaning for Softix. They're heavily invested in it, and it will continue to shape the product roadmap with your feedback. With all of the excitement and all that's new, our team has taken on a new maturity and a new sobriety about what we need to be to continue to be a real force in this market. We know there's a place for a company who is growing, bringing new technologies to the market, and working with our eyes wide open to stay not only relevant, but to be a leader in our industry. We're all very lucky to get to do what we do every day because we know all along with you, it's all about that magic that live events create for our fans. From the roar of the engines to the first note song on stage, we know that life is better live. So I'm happy to have some incredible sessions for you this week, all at no cost. The quality we're able to bring you is on par with many of the conferences you would pay hundreds of dollars to attend. So along with the sessions, look for daily emails, some messages from the team, and a drawing at the end of the week for a GoPro Hero 5 camera, which offers 4K video. I just learned what that is. Crystal clear audio and pro quality photo capture, including voice control and GPS. It's a great tool to help you with your social and digital marketing. Quite simply, it's amazing. So make sure someone from your team attends every day to be able to have a chance to win the GoPro. The schedule is online at go.ticketforce.com/TFLive2017. If that's a little too much, you can simply go to our homepage at ticketforce.com and it will lead you there. All sessions this week are at 12 a.m. West Coast and 2 p.m. on the East Coast. So please watch your email for reminders or any last-minute changes, God forbid. So tomorrow, I'll sit down with Greg Fahey, who is the general manager of Softix Worldwide. Greg works in every corner of the world, and we'll discuss the technology trends that he sees. This is an opportunity to really hear from someone who's at the forefront of what the very biggest and very best are doing in ticketing. So don't miss that, and bring your questions. Wednesday is our product update. Now, this is a software conference, so you can geek out all you want on new features and get a look at both products, what's coming, what's currently been released. What a great way to really take a look at what will work best for you in the months and years ahead. And then on Thursday, our panel of marketing experts discuss how times have changed in the past few years. The shift in consumer expectations, behavior, and psychology have shifted marketing strategies overall. So these people are going to share what they've learned and what we can do to stay ahead in the crazy world of marketing. And then on Friday, we close it out with Maureen Anderson, who's the CEO at Intix. I had a conversation with Maureen just a few weeks ago, and we talked about what's up in ticketing. She's going to really give you an inspirational talk about what you do and the state of your industry. I can't think of anybody who's better equipped to do it, so please don't miss out. So we hope you enjoy this week and you learn and have fun with your team and ours. That is my portion for today. I am happy to take some questions. Again, this session was recorded, will be distributed to you, so if somebody on your team missed it, please know that they can come back and get it, and any questions that you have now. Otherwise, we'll sign off. You can get back to work, and I want you to have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you. Okay, I won't wait any longer. I don't see any questions. That's fantastic. So what we'll do is just sign off, and if you have any, feel free just to email them to me and say, hey, I forgot to ask this one. My email, lks@ticketforce.com. I'm here for you, and I'm happy to answer your questions. Or if you've got additional ones, you can also send it to Sean at TicketForce.com. It's S-E-A-N. He's our Director of Marketing as well, if you have questions about the conference. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.